Yo, Sazamu's in this bitch once again. And today I wanted to get more in a more serious tone, you know what I mean? See like a jaw fuck me. Hold on. I want to talk to the people who are kinda in a gray spot, the gray spot of life. You know what I mean? And I feel like I speak on it because I'm kinda there right now. It's May 26, 2025, in pursuit of becoming that nigga online, you know what I mean? Sometimes you tend to find yourself in these spots in life where you're not particularly sad, you're not particularly happy, you're just existing, you know what I mean? I feel like that spot can be misconstrued for depression, which I don't think it is, but I do feel like if dealt with incorrectly could lead to that. And I just want to express to those who in that, like, you just have to keep stacking days. To put it simply, because especially if you kind of trying to get at something that you don't really know about, or it's something new, it's something different, you kind of just got to get in that mode of progression every day, trying to become whatever this is you're trying to get to. All you really need is that next win. You know what I mean? And I've been in it for a little while. I've been trying to work on it, and I kind of recognize it. What you don't want to do when you're in this spot is wild the fuck out. Because no, that's how it gets bad. Like when I say stock days, you gotta stock productive days. You know what I mean? You can't just go out and party every day. I will never take away someone's enjoyment. Being someone who understands the complexities and the grind that it takes to make it online, I will say to you, bro, once in a while, have yourself a fucking drink, bro. Like, go out and have yourself a drink with the boys. Because at the end of the day gonna end, and we don't know when the fuck that time is. Go love yourself one. Damn, Jesus, boy, I need to get in the gym. Go love yourself once in a while, bro. Go love yourself and hit the gym. Fuck, don't get like me. But yeah, like I said, love yourself once in a while, bro. Love yourself. But that's not a every week thing, and that's definitely not an every month thing either. You know what I mean? But once in a while, do your thing. Love yourself. Wild out. Blow the bag. You know what I mean? Whatever the bag is, even if it's a little Ziploc bag, you know, blow the bag a little bit. You know what I mean? Them jingles that at the bottom of your drawer. Blow that. Pop that shit. You know what I mean? You just gotta keep doing what you're doing. Like, yes, I understand. You don't fucking know what you're doing. I get that. Trust me, I get that. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm posting a motivational video on an entertainment channel. Like, I guess some form of motivation. You know what I mean? I don't know what I'm doing, bro. I am still trying to post on YouTube during the streaming era. I don't know what I'm doing, bro. But, stocking. Still stocking. Regardless. This may not be the end goal, but this will take me to where I need to go. I'm sure of that. And you have to have that blind faith in yourself. You have to have that faith in you that, yo, I'm going to do what I said I was going to do. I'm going to maneuver how I said I was going to maneuver. I'm going to make this shit happen, regardless. And I don't know how, but I'm going to make this happen. Think about it. Even like, if you think of something that's even more controlled, like school. If you're a high school graduate at least, or something along those lines. You didn't know you was gonna do that, bro. Like, honestly and truly, when you were like in junior high or in primary school, you never could have imagined you being out of school. You know what I mean? That was like your entire world. You didn't understand how it was even humanly possible for you to exist long enough to get out of school. You know what I mean? That just wasn't fathomable to you until you experienced it. Until you graduated and realized, damn, now I can't remember myself being in school. You know what I mean? So like, you got to this point without really knowing. You just went through the motions that came with it. Gray areas that you didn't really know how you were going to maneuver it. You know what I mean? How you were going to play it. It was assignments you didn't understand. It was people you didn't get. It was, you know, It was certain just rules of school that you weren't aware of, that you somehow did and managed to get around or did it. You know what I mean? When the time came to it. So that's all this is. That's honestly and genuinely all this is. This gray point, that I like to call it, where you're not happy nor sad, how you get through this, genuinely, just fucking go. Because let me tell you something, if you sit in this gray point, bro, you will fall. And you will become depressed, bro. You will. I promise you. Why? How I know that? I've been here before, bro. And I promise you, despite it still feeling great and not malonky, but despite it still being in that gray middle ground, not happy or sad, I feel better than how I felt back then. So what I did the same thing I told you just not to do. I went out, I drank until my liver collapsed, bro. Get on your shit. Stay on your grind. Stay on your path, bro. And it sucks. Honestly, bro, certain days, I don't want to do this, bro. I really don't. But I know what I'm trying to get towards. And that, genuinely, I believe is the only way you get out of this point. Because all that's happening right now, like I said, is you're longing for that next win. And how are you going to get that next win? You're not going to get it by laying down. And I don't want to get in that whole David Goggins, all that. I ain't trying to be that nigga, you know? Because honestly and truly, in essence, I ain't that nigga. I a lazy bitch sometimes. Some days, you're not going to give 100%. You can't give 100% every day. Why? Because you're not a fucking machine, bro. But your best is what you will have to give every day. Your best is not always the best, if that makes sense. Hear me out. Your best is not always the best. Let that nigga cook, bro. Let that nigga cook, bro. Let him cook, bro. Genuinely. Truly, because you ain't a machine, bro. I don't care what none of these gurus say online. I don't care what these online hustlers say. Every day, they didn't do the same thing, bro. Every day, they wasn't there mentally. Every day, they didn't perform at that high level, bro. That's impossible, bro. It's literally impossible. But that don't mean, that's not an excuse to be a bitch and don't give it your all. Give it your all for that day. Now, what is that all? Depends on the day. You know what I mean? Sometimes, genuinely, bro, your all is getting up out of bed, taking a shower, bro. Genuinely. Some days, it's just like that, bro. And some days, when you find that happening a lot, sometimes you gotta get your ass up and show yourself with all you can do, what you capable of. You know what I mean? Show yourself that you that nigga sometimes. You know what I mean? That's what it takes, bro. That's all it takes. And I'm not trying to say like it's easy. Cause like I say, that shit tough, bro. Like I ain't gonna lie. Some days, you just ain't feeling it, bro. Some days you just wanna lay down, watch The Big Bang Theory, eat syrup peaches, bro, and just fuck, bro. Like, it's just days like that. But you can't do that every day. If you do that every day, you gonna fall behind. If you do that every day, you fucked up, you lost. And you losing the entire game. And in turn, it's gonna make you depressed because you know subconsciously you didn't do it. And then you're gonna be like, fuck. You find that 6 months have passed and you have done nothing. You have not improved since your last little bout of productivity. You know what I mean? Because most days you ain't gonna feel it. For true. Most days you ain't gonna feel it. Genuinely. So, I don't want to run on too long because I could very much yap about this forever. But so I hope you guys are having a good one. And if you're in this rut, understand there is a way out. It entails a lot of perseverance and a lot of doing what you know you have to do. You know what I mean? Some days you falter and that's fine. You're a human. Some days you can't run 12 miles. You know what I mean? Some days you gotta run too. You know what I mean? Some days. But at least you put in that effort and you did your best for that day. And once you keep doing that, bro, I guarantee you're gonna win, bro. We in this together. Y'all take your time, y'all be safe. Have some lose up this bitch. Yes, yes.